So in chapter 9, I will discuss on the function of a power supply. So what is a power supply? A power supply is responsible for converting the alternating current from a wall socket of mains electricity to a low voltage direct current to operate the motherboard, the processor, and peripheral devices. Especially, a power supply converts that alternating high voltage current into direct current, and they also regulate the DC output voltage to define tolerance required for modern computing components. So the power supply, it will convert the electricity from our socket, which is the 220 to 230 volts, to direct current, which is what is required for the peripherals devices in our computer. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Karen Grace Balbaso. In Chapter 9, I'm going to explain the functions of the parts of system unit. I choose 3. The first one is the power supply. The power supply unit, or the PSU, is the one that supplies power to all computer components in the system unit. The second one is the fan. The role of computer fan is to pull cooler air into the computer to cool hot circuitry, particularly the CPU. And the last one is the hard disk drive. The hard disk drive is the data storage device of the computer. This is where we usually save different files or data like pictures, videos, Microsoft files, and any other data. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. We will talk about the 3 types of connectors in Chapter 9. First is jack. Jack is similar to a port and is a hole or other connection that allows a compatible plug to connect to the jack. And there's 3 types of jack. First is adapter. It is a device compatible in converting power or data from a course of input into another. Example, AC adapter, AC power, and DC power. And the second one is socket. Socket is an opening that fits another specific device with indicator pins and other connectors. Example, CPU socket. And the last one is slot. Slot is a connection used with computers that either describes a CPU slot or expansion slot. But today, they use CPU socket instead of CPU slot. Okay, let's proceed. The second one in the 3 types of connectors is plug. It is a port of a cable that connects to the port. The plug always connects to something else. Some connects to computer and other device to the power or a power source. Okay, and there are 2 types of plug. First is cable or cord. It is okay. I'm talking about cable or cord. It is one or more wires in the plastic covering that allows for a transition or power or data between devices. And the second one is a wire. It is a single strand of metal or optical fibers capable of transmitting power or data from one area to another. And the last one about the 3 types of connectors is port. The port has either holes or a slot that matches the plug or cord connecting to the port. And there are 2 types of port. PS2 port or keyboard and mouse, and PS2 connector to computer. That's all.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the basic of computer microcompressor concepts. First one, optical drive. Most drives also allows you to write data. Hard disk drive. It stores all of your digital content. Motherboard. Its primary piece to create a cohesive whole. This is the part and this is the other parts of like fan, power supply and fan, connectors, and compression slot. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, I'm Maria Erica B. Cruz of OL22A14 and I'm about to discuss some of the function of parts in the system unit. First is the connectors. Connectors connect to external devices to system unit. Also, connectors has a lot of ports and these are keyboard and mouse connector, USB ports, microphone, speaker, and etc. Second is the fan. Fan is a hardware device that keeps the overall computer or a computer device cool by circulating air to or from the computer or component. And lastly, the motherboard. Motherboard is one of the most essential parts of a computer system. It holds together many of the crucial components of a computer, including the Central Processing Unit or CPU, memory, and connectors for input and output devices like keyboard, printer, webcam, headset, speaker, and etc. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Rinal de la Cruz, and in this video I'm gonna explain the function of some parts in system units. Okay, the first part is the motherboard. Ang motherboard ay kilalang backbone ng isang computer. Mayroon itong dalawang uri ng CPU platforms, which is Intel at IBM. At meron din itong dalawang software, ang BIOS o Basic Input Output System at ang UEFI o Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. At 95% ng computer components ay kinakabit sa motherboards. At ang motherboards ang nagiging tulay para mag-communicates ang mga components na nakakabit sa motherboards. That is the function of motherboards. Okay, the second part is the power supply unit. Ang power supply unit ay siya yung nagsusupply ng power sa lahat ng computer components na nakakabit sa system unit. Yan yung function ng power supply unit. Okay. The last parts I'm gonna discuss to you is the HDD o hard disk drive. Well, ang HDD ay siya yung data storage device ng computer. Madalas dito sinisave ang mga data katulad ng pictures, videos, documents, Microsoft, etc. at any data. Yan yung function ng hard disk drive or HDD. Dito mo sinisave ang mga data.
Good day everyone. Today I will discuss about the chapter 9 microprocessing concept. The first is the fan. The fan is the most important part of a central processing unit. The primary function of a fan in a computer system is to cool down the internal components and prevent overheating. Fanless computers use alternative cooling methods and lower powered components that give off less heat. The second one is the motherboard. The motherboard serves as a single platform of connect all of the parts of computer. It connects the CPU, memory, hard drive, optical drives, video card, sound card, and other ports and expansion cards directly or via cables. It can be considered backbone of the computer. The motherboard serves a single platform to connect all of the parts of the computer together. That's all. Thank you.
I choose hard disk drive. The function of this is to permanently store and retrieve computer data. They are called non-volatile device, which can store in any type of data in the computer for a long time. Hard disk is also called secondary storage device. It exists inside a computer case or in the CPU and connected to the computer motherboard using cables. While motherboard is served as simple platform to connect all the parts of the computer together. It connects CPU, memory, hard drives, optical drives, video card, and other expansion card directly. And also it can be considered as the backbone of the computer.
Ako nga, yung explain ko is yung power supply. Yung power supply, pag wala ito sa computer, is hindi gagana yung computer kasi siya yung nagbibigay ng power sa lahat ng component ng computer sa loob. Ito yung magbibigay sa motherboard, sa CPU, sa GPU, o kaya sa mga software. Pag wala ito, hindi gagana yung mga yun, hindi aandar. Kaya, ganun, yun. Tapos, yung power supply, may iba-ibang uri yun. Merong malalaking mga, dito, watts, malalaking watts. Merong 100 watts, 800 watts. Ay, walang 100 watts pala. 800 watts, ganun. 800 watts. Hello, ako nga po pala si Chris Limamomo, A14. Yung i-explain ko is HDD. Yung HDD is hard disk drive. Is secondary storage device. At yung hard disk drive is a non-volatile storage device. Kahit po nakapatay yung computer, is hindi mabubura yung naka-save na mga data files, ganun. At ito rin yung pinakamalaking storage sa loob ng computer. Ayan. Mas malaki sa cache at sa ROM. Ito yung pinakamalaking hard disk drive sa loob ng computer.
Hi guys, it's your Kuya Cloyd, and today didiscuss natin kung ano ang mga parts ng isang system unit and kung paano ito mag-function. Bago ang lahat, ano nga ba ang system unit? System unit is the part of computer that houses the primary devices that perform operations and produce results for complex calculation. Unahin po natin sa motherboard. Ang mga motherboard po ay isang kilalang backbone ng isang computer. Mayroon din po itong dalawang CPU platform which is ang Intel at AMD. Mayroon din po itong dalawang softwares. Ang una, ang BIOS, Basic Input Output System, at ang pangalawa, UEFI, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. At 95% ng computer components ang sinakabit dito. At ang motherboard din po ang nagiging tulay sa pagko-communicate ng bawat components. Ang susunod po ay ang hard disk drive or tinatawag nating HDD. Ang HDD ay isang data storage device ng computer at dito rin natin madalas sinisave ang mga pictures, videos, documents, etc. at any data. Ang susunod ay ang Power Supply Unit or PSU. Ang Power Supply Unit ay nagbibigay ng power sa lahat ng computer components na nakakabit sa system unit. Optical drive is an internal or external computer disk drive that uses laser beam technology to read and write data. Ang fan ay isang hardware device na nagpapanatili ng cooling sa isang device upang maiwasan ng overheating, lalong-lalo na sa CPU or Central Processing Unit. That's all guys, sana may natutunan kayo. Ingat kayo lagi.
I'm here to discuss Chapter 9 that is all about microprocessor concepts. Optical disk drive or ODD. The function of this part is that it can allow you to use CD, DVD, and Blu-ray discs to listen to music and watch a movie. Most drives also allows you to write data to a disk so that you can create your own music, CD, video, and DVDs, or even create your own backup copy of unimportant data files. Optical disk drives comes into two variants determined by the disk loading mechanism. First one is tray load drive. In a tray loading mechanism, the disk is placed onto a motorized tray, which moves in and out of the computer. Second one is slot load drive. In a slot loading mechanism, the disk is slid into a slot and motorized roller inside the drive are used to move the disk in and out.